Hi there, this is Chinkee Tan, also known as Mr. Chinkpositive. Allow me to share with you the top 8 worst money mistakes anyone can make. You know what? Everybody makes money mistakes. I also personally have made some money mistakes, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes. Because one thing I learned in life, experience is not only the best teacher, but learning from other people's mistakes and experiences is the best teacher. So, allow me to share with you and enumerate the top 8 worst money mistakes that anyone can make. Number 1 is what? Having no savings at all. Saving money probably may be difficult at the start. It may be new for you. It can take a long way for you to understand that it is one of the most essential needs in order for you to become financially successful and be financially free. And this is the practice that most people probably have omitted. They tend to prioritize more spending rather than what? Saving. In reality, saving is very difficult. It's kind of challenging because saving takes a lot of what? Discipline. And you must learn how to sacrifice now in order for you to be able to enjoy what? Later. But in reality, saving for the future, failing to save for the future is one of the thing that you would what? Regret once you don't have any savings once you retire. Second money mistake that people make is what? Not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is something that you set aside for future what? Unforeseen events in life. Like for example, losing your job, getting sick, spending on probably such as repair for your home, for your car. If not, if there's a typhoon, your place got flooded. Tragedy may strike anytime, anywhere. So you just need to put what we call as emergency fund. The absence of having an emergency fund puts you at the same one, your loved one, in a lot of what? Risk, most especially when somebody falls ill or probably gets sick and you don't have money to pay for their what? For their bills. Third money mistake is what we call as what? Overspending. Overspending is one of the most famous worst money mistakes that anyone can make in all walks of life, whether you're rich or you're poor or you're rich. Overspending may be a result of the lack of what? Budget, lack of discipline, the lack of financial knowledge, but never the lack of income. Really, yes. So strange for some people who makes 10,000 pesos a month, it may be just enough. But for some people who makes 100,000 a month, it's never enough. So it's never about money. It's really about the lack of financial what? Discipline. Fourth money mistake is what? Being buried in debt. You want a better car but you cannot afford it. You want to travel but you cannot afford it. You want the most high-end cell phone or a gadget but you cannot afford it. You know what? Your desire for these materials are not actually wrong, but once you can afford it, but if you cannot afford it, you don't get into debt. You don't borrow money in order for you to what? Acquire these things. If you do that consistently, you know what? You'll be paying off what? Unwanted interest in your life. This becomes a dangerous what we call as lifestyle, dangerous mantra, not realizing that you may not able to keep up all of your what? Your bills. Especially when you use a credit card, it's called buy now, pulubi later. Ang ibig sabihin lang yan buy now, suffer what? Later. I always tell people, it's okay na walang iPhone, basta meron lang iPhone. Mistake number 5, living without a what? Budget. This is one of the worst, again, money mistakes that you can make in your lifetime because this particular habit of not what? Creating a spending budget is the one that can cause many people to be living in financial what? Stress. Working with a budget goes hand in hand with your intention. Number 1, to live a what? A successful life, to live a peaceful life. This act of what? Budgeting at the same time can really help you to avoid a lot of financial stress. Mistake number 6 is what? Not planning also for your what? Retirement. It's scary to think that you are not prepared to live comfortably once you reach the age of what? Retirement. You know what the reality is, even if you're earning much income right now, but if you don't save for your for your future, for your retirement, you will be able to experience financial stress later. After years of working so hard in order for you to survive, right now, I do believe it's time for you to reward yourself. Once you retire, you should be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But once you don't prepare for your retirement, you will not enjoy it, but you will suffer later. Mistake number 7 is what? Investing on the wrong things. I always tell people in my session, everything that happens to the outside is only a manifestation of what's happening in the inside. If you want to become wealthy on the outside, make sure you have a wealthy way of thinking from the inside. You will increase your earnings once you grow mentally, you grow emotionally, you grow from the inside. Unfortunately, most people don't understand this, so they take the time to invest on the wrong things, invest on the latest gadgets, invest on the latest phones, invest on traveling. I have nothing against those things, but if you make that as your priority, you're investing on the wrong things because money will go down the drain. Last mistake number 8, living a life beyond your means. One thing that I've learned from Stephen Curry, the brother of Chicken Curry, is never to count other people's money. So very, very important that you just need to live the lifestyle that you choose. Never compare yourself with others. The same is true with the material things that you are capable of amassing probably in your lifetime. You cannot compare it with others. Some people may say you may not be earning enough, you are not successful, but if you live according to your lifestyle, you will not be in financial stress. But if you're living beyond your means, you tend to borrow, you tend probably to go to places that you cannot really afford. That is one of the worst money mistake if you don't live a simple life, because you start to believe that material wealth can bring you satisfaction. Let me tell you this, no amount of money, no amount of possessions, no amount of success can fill in the vacuum in our heart. The only way that our heart can be filled is when you fill it with your life's purpose. Always remember again this top 8 worst money mistakes so that you can avoid it. What are the worst money mistakes that you have already done in your life? And I hope that you can already avoid. If you have made some money mistakes that you can share also on this video, please share it with us right now. This is Chinkee Tan saying, to every problem, there's always a solution. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Always. Think positive. Bye. Thank you for watching. If you want to keep on growing and to stay inspired, subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified. Always. Think positive.